Welcome to Unusual Facts on YouTube. Today we'll talk about unbelievable pets who saved their owners' lives. After breaking her neck in a backyard pool diving accident in August of 2010, Rebecca Northern was numb and fighting to stay conscious when her Jack Russell Terrier Selena came to her rescue.
No! Oh. Bless you.
Northern told CNN that the little terrier wedged herself under the owner's shoulder and swam her to the shallow end of the pool. Selena then helped Northern get out of the pool entirely. When Northern's mother returned home shortly after, she was rushed to a local hospital. A pet bird defends owner from robbers. Two men allegedly rang Duke's doorbell and assaulted him, beating him and demanding pills. But Charlie was not going to sit by and let his owner get hurt. Duke says Charlie squawked and bit the intruders, taking a chunk out of one's arm and eventually scaring both men off. The bird and his owner survived unharmed. Ian, mayor of Redruth, Cornwall, was struck while making his daily trip to feed chickens, goats, and a donkey on land he owns. He was holding a metal bowl, and the bolt shot through the dish, his hand, and his head. He escaped instant death because he was wearing rubber-soled wellies, but was out cold for 15 to 20 minutes before he regained consciousness. He said, "I use Monty quite often as a prop or walking stick when I'm out of breath. I say to him, 'Help me, and he comes to my heel.'" This was a case of help me, and there he was, God bless him. I just trusted my instincts, reached out and grabbed hold of him. I was able to use him to drag myself up and back to the house. Sharon, 42, thought Ian had suffered a heart attack or stroke when he staggered through the front door and collapsed. But after he had a series of checks and scans in a hospital in Truro, medics discovered he was a victim of a lightning strike. Dog saves owner from burning house. Police say a dog helped save its owner's life in a fire that destroyed a home in the eastern Newfoundland community of Markland early Thursday morning. The owner awoke to the loud and consistent bark of his dog. He ignored the bark at first, however, soon realized that something must be wrong. The owner then went to the open door and found it to be hot to the touch. When the door opened, he could see the flames and the smoke, said RCMP. The 38-year-old man left the home, then realized the dog, a German Shepherd Husky mix, wasn't with him. The dog is being credited with saving the owner's life. He had to go back in and get the dog, said Bowmaster. Both escaped without injury or smoke inhalation. Hero Rabbit saves owners from house fire by scratching on her chest, but dies. Hero Rabbit dies in a house fire, saves the owners from the house fire by scratching on her chest. A hero pet rabbit has been heralded as it saved its owners from a house fire in southeastern Alaska before dying of smoke inhalation, fire officials said. The rabbit reportedly alerted the homeowner early on a Tuesday morning by scratching on her chest to wake her up. The Ketchikan Fire Department said that in a statement. The homeowner awoke to a house full of smoke, woke up her daughter, and got him out of the house. While there weren't any injuries to the mom or daughter, the bunny wasn't so lucky. The animal succumbed to smoke inhalation and did not survive, said the fire department. Rabbits are believed by many to be just as smart as dogs and cats. They can easily be trained to use a litter box and are social creatures that may be trained and disciplined with great success. Dog saves owner from tsunami. According to tsunami survivor Tammy Akanuma, her 12-year-old Shih Tzu, Babu, is not a big fan of going for walks. Yet on the 11th of March, Babu not only insisted on being taken out, she also led her owner to higher ground, ultimately saving her life. The two of them were in the living room of their home when the quake struck off the Tohoku coast. When the lights flickered, Babu began making a ruckus, whimpering and making a run for the door. When they got outside, Babu stubbornly refused to follow Tammy's lead and literally dragged her to a nearby hill. in the opposite direction of their usual route, in the coastal city of Mayako. Babu might have sensed a tsunami was coming, said Akanuma, 83 years old. If she did, her decision to act upon instinct saved her life and that of her owner. Minutes after climbing the hill, the big wave struck, flattening the district of Tero Kawamukai, where they lived, their home consumed by the wall of muddy water. Dog gets help for house fire. A German shepherd named Buddy saved his owner's home by guiding emergency services to the blazing building. Mr. Heinrichs, 23 years old, ran out as the fire grew and told Buddy, "We need to get help." The dog then ran out, finding Alaskan trooper Terrence Shanigan at a crossroads and guided him to the blaze at their home in Caswell Lakes. Trooper Shanigan was working with rescuers to find the property in an area with about 75 miles of back roads, but their GPS systems were unable to locate the house. Buddy was able to connect with me, giving me lots of nonverbal cues, kind of loping and wanting me to speed up at times, Trooper Shanigan said. And when I finally pulled in, Buddy greeted me at the driver's side door and kind of nudged me towards the house. It was surreal, the trooper told reporters. The event was recorded by the video camera inside the patrol car and shows Buddy occasionally looking back at the car as he raced ahead, galloping around 3 turns before arriving in front of the blaze, which was very close to Heinrich's home. The workshop was destroyed and a shed was heavily damaged, but they managed to save the house and only the window trimming was scorched. His owners said they had known he was clever since they first took him in as a 6-week-old puppy, and added that he was also brave, having twice chased bears away when Mr. Heinrichs was fishing. Cats fighting off attacking pit bulls. Cherry Woods was walking to her home in Pearland, Texas in June of 2010 when 2 large pit bulls attacked her outside her door. Woods said that her cat, Lima, stepped in to save her life, hissing and scratching at one of the dogs until both were distracted by the feline. The dogs turned away from Woods, giving her husband enough time to pull her to safety. Dog saves girl suffering from a seizure. In September 2011, Idaho resident Debbie Denning was asleep on her living room couch and could not hear the cries for help from her pregnant 15-year-old daughter, Cody Robertson, according to the Houston Chronicle. Robertson woke up with what she thought were the chills before quickly losing consciousness. The family's American Eskimo dog, Mickey, heard Robertson's calls and woke up Denning, who found her daughter having a pregnancy-related seizure. Denning rushed Robertson to the emergency room where the baby was delivered 2 months premature. Both mom and baby were fine, thanks to Mickey the dog.